guys, I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. That was Ugly Kid Joe. I was in the mood for that. I hate everything about you, but I hate nothing about any of you. Harper, my little girl, she says it's from that band called That Ugly Guy Named Joe. Anyway, that's funny to me. It's snack time. It's not late night snack time because I'm uploading this early because I didn't upload a video today. Man, I changed my shirt. I felt so weird in that shirt this morning. So look what I got on. The Spice Climber sent me this. Check this shirt out, you guys. Is that not a cool shirt? So anyway, thank you, Spice Climber. Now, this is a cheese review, and every time I do a cheese review, I get, I reflect on my dad because we did a lot of cheese reviews together. I'm doing this on the official Carolyn Kennard official capsaicin board, pepper board, cheese board. It's an everything board. I'm using the knife I gave my dad. I ended up getting back from him. And I got a cheese from Rhett Grizzly Heat Griffon. This is Habanero Cheddar. Super excited about trying this. Man, I had a strange day today. I put this on Instagram. I don't know if you guys, it was after I shot the video this morning. Went outside, walking out near my apartment to meet David Foy in the morning. And I'm walking on the walkway, and there's a walkway here, a road here, and another walkway here. And I walk in, and I see this person coming towards me, and their head's down. They're not looking at me. They're not wearing a mask or anything. And they looked up, and I was about 20 feet away. They looked up and they saw me, and I get looks a lot. It's just the way it is, But I'm a nice guy, And then he saw me, and he didn't run, but I mean a really brisk walk, quickly, to the other side of the road, the other side of the street. And he kept walking. He kept, looking over to make sure, I wasn't gonna pounce on him. It was the strangest thing in the world. So I got in the car. I was talking to David. I told David the story. He's like, "You're kind of, I can kind of see where they're coming from." He said it in a nice way. He says, if somebody didn't know you, they think you were kind of hard, which I don't think I am. But I thought that was very funny. Super excited about this cheese, you guys. All right, Rhett Grizzly Heat Griffon. Boy, I'll tell you what. Look at the center cut, the cross cut of this. Let me do this, since I'm not playing anymore. Let me bring the camera a little closer. That's better. It'll drop it a little bit. Perfect. Look at the cross cut of this cheddar. You can see the habanero. You can see the heat. It smells beautiful. Certainly picking up the peppers. Really eager to try this, you guys. I love cheese. When I first started thinking about, I knew my dad wasn't much of a chili head, but I knew he loved cheese, and it was doing the videos was something fun for him, He looked forward to doing them. He loved you guys, and he loved Chase the Heat. He loved the bus. He did. And I remember thinking, I don't know if it's a chili channel. I don't know if people will be upset or not want to see, there's some spicy cheese, but we review every cheese. And I didn't know how people would receive it. And you guys were incredible and welcoming. You love my dad. And so every time I think of eat cheese, I think of that. All right, so here we go from Rhett Grizzly Heat Griffon. Beautiful habanero cheddar. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Okay. Now. This is beautiful. Smoked cheese. It's smoked. I don't know if he did apple or cherry wood. I'm not sure how he smoked it, but not that artificial, like you're investigating a house fire kind of taste. You know what I mean? But just beautiful smokiness and the habanero taste. The flavor and the heat is so far beyond what you're going to buy in a grocery store. I mean, I'm being honest now. I've had it. Google the cheese. Go to the playlist and look up cheese. tons of videos, my dad and I. We've done so many habanero cheeses, and when a mainstream store does a habanero cheese, inevitably it's the same thing. It tastes good, not enough habanero flavor, not enough habanero heat. This has a great smokiness, but man, there's habanero flavor all over the place. And there's beautiful heat for a cheese. I mean, much warmer than a habanero cheese you're going to get in the grocery store. It tastes fantastic. Oh, perfect for a cheese board. Some meat, some salami, pepperoni. But look at the, I'm going to move this to the side now. Look at the, you can see the habanero in there. He wasn't fooling around, he really did it. Oh. Yummy. All right. You know, it's funny. This is kind of how, just like sauce makers become sauce makers. They make something and their friends go, wow. Who knows, maybe Rhett's going to get into making cheese. I'll tell you what, you couldn't go wrong. All right, let's go to Tommy's Picks. People. Here we go. Kevin K. CTH says, yummy, yummy, bro, 5-second rule. I dropped something. Hey fam, my man Kev is back in the circle, and I believe I mentioned last week that he's one of my favorite people in the gram. However, by full disclosure, since the last time Kevin was in the circle, I have worked approximately 70 some odd hours and slept about 4. So I'm not 100% that I mentioned it. In fact, I'm not 100% that he's been in the winner circle before. That may have been one of those dreams that you may have when you're not really sleeping. No, not sleeping, but nodding off while you're supposed to be doing something else that is important, like holding a sandblaster or hanging several hundred feet off the ground with nothing more than a harness manufactured by a foreign country by child labor and chosen by the company because it was the least expensive safety device in the catalog of discounted safety devices. Once again, fam, I have no idea where I was going. I'll tell you what, I think I'll just mention Kevin is one of my favorite people. I'm happy to see him back in the winner's circle. Oh yeah, the reason I chose it, right. So the reason is he brings up the 5-second rule. And he brings it up concerning a man who is gargled with plutonium, eaten 10 tubes of terror in one sitting, grabbed an even 2-inch long June bug for no other reason than to terrify his family unit at a barbecue. Wow, can't believe you went there. A barbecue that had 4 guests over the age of 70 who I'm sure never recovered from the bug incident. I myself had close to 40 years to recover, and I still have nightmares. So on those very, very, very rare occasions where I'm allowed to sleep, I mention all of this. Kevin and fellow bus riders, to point out that my brother Johnny probably isn't going to give up on something because it spent an extra second or two on the ground. It's an understandable mistake. Many people like to treat Johnny as if he's human, inhuman. Allow me to assure you, he is most assuredly not. I am human. A great comment. Welcome back to my friend. I'll see you on the gram. Man, yeah, that was funny. Listen, here's the deal. I have to address it now. I don't recall it being a cookout. I recall sitting on the steps with my mom, and there were some people there. And there was a June bug. We lived in Vermont. And I don't know if it was 2 inches. That's a big June bug, dude. I don't think I've ever seen a June bug that big. It was a solid inch. An inch, maybe. You know, a June bug. And we just looked at it. It started walking, and it kind of, I don't know, ended up on its back. It was doing one of these numbers. And it couldn't right itself. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't do this today. It was just for shock value. I kind of picked it up, and it crunched, and it just freaked everybody out. And look, in retrospect, it was a very bad decision. I shouldn't have done that. Number one, it tasted horrible. You know, I don't know. But they're still talking about it, so there is that. Countryside Russell, boomagulations. There you go, boomagulations. I like that. You know, it's going to start to look like I'm really picking all my friends from Instagram to put in the winner's circle. And that's because I'm picking all my friends from Instagram to put in the winner's circle. But I assure you that there is more coincidence. It is more coincidence than it is design. As you know, I'm a big fan of the word boom. I loved Boomvation. I've also loved the new form of congratulations using Boom. The proof that I love these is you can't do talk text without these. So no, I have to stop and use my swollen fingers to type. But thanks, my friends, this was worth it. So Boomagulation on the circle allowed me to give you a Boomvation. Sorry if I don't stand. Not sure I could. Thank you. That was great. Tommy is killing himself in that job. Just a few short time and he's gonna be finished with it. Guy's hardcore. He really is. He's in a hull of a boat cleaning big ships and stuff. I made some comment the last time he and I were in a hull of a boat. We had a boat called the Papagayo, and we changed the name of the boat to the Arthur G, named after my grandfather. But when we bought it, it was a Papagayo. So we changed the name to Arthur G, and it's kind of a funny thing. Hang on one second, people. Anyway, we were selling the boat, and it needed work. The upholstery inside was falling down horribly. So we got in this boat. It was a big boat. It was 34 feet, big queen bed. Tommy and I lived on it for a while. I mean, it was a big boat. Of course, once you live on a boat, after a couple months, it starts to feel smaller and smaller and smaller. And eventually, you look at the porthole, and there's like bars on it. It looks like you're in jail, but. We had to fix that, so we had the spray, and we were spraying, and we're putting up the upholstery on the inside of this boat. Needless to say, there wasn't poor ventilation. There was no ventilation, and I don't know what started happening. We started giggling and just weren't able to do some pretty normal functions that we should have been able to do. And then I remember Tommy picking up the can and reading it and saying, "Make sure you use in a very well ventilated area." And we were in there for like a while. It was. I'm sure we cooked a lot of brain cells. But that was the last time that I was in a hull of a ship with Tommy. Now he's doing that all the time. He's really just, man, tough guy. His hands are swollen because of the sandblasting. His hands are swollen. He has a huge, listen, if you knew how, I have huge mitts. I got big hands. Tommy's hands are bigger than mine. I'm not kidding. He is just a massive paw. And they're all swollen now. It's sort of a drag. But soon he'll be done. Mortimer Bustos. One can simply dine on the world's foulest food, a la carte or luck upon three at random. Why not force them to blend them in tandem? Then drink the putrid slurry with friends and film them. Sounds like a mitzvah. Cheers to the chili freaks. Mortimer's back in the winner's circle. That's awesome. So for people who are now new to the bus, this man is a legend. By the way, when we say bus, it means collectively all of us. It's your bus. I'm just the driver. I think that sometimes. Sometimes somebody watches it for the first time, they're like, what bus is he talking about? Anyway, the man's a legend, and he is. Morty, seeing him back in the circle reminds me of Phil Mickelson winning a major tournament at the age 51 a couple weeks ago. Boy, don't you think the Chief was going crazy about that one? My dad was left-handed, so was Phil. Now, I'm not saying that Mortimer's old and past his prime. Wait, I didn't just say Mortimer's old and past his prime, did I? No, okay, good. No, it's more of just seeing someone back where they belong. I promise you, Mortimer, the winner's circle on Chase the Heat is where you belong. And I may be really tired and really punchy, but I'm more sure of that statement than any other ones today that I've made. Wait, I've made other statements today, right? Okay, good. Okay, in the comment, you're right. What kind of twisted individual would take three nasty things in the entire world, blend them, and all drink all together and drink in a drink? Have I brought up the bug incident already today? Proof. Gone back to work. Okay, and then we have one more thing that Tommy wanted me to read. Hey fam, on a serious note, if we keep our thoughts and prayers with Charlie Mullen's wife who is injured her wrist, and you know we're big on family here, and we care for one another, so we can send our prayers and thoughts. We appreciate that. And let me compliment the bus. You know that on any other platform, if you ask for thoughts and prayers, you're going to get 5 or 10 people who want to tell you that prayers are ineffective and there's no God. I love the fact there are non-believers on this bus who just send positive energy or just think about that person or whatever it is that you do. And you do it without feeling the need to bag or tell anyone else their beliefs. It says wonderful stuff about all of you people. Tired, punchy regardless. I love you people. I also would love to tip my hat to you, Johnny. You people may not realize about this, but about 4 days ago I found out that you can actually put punctuation in when you do voice to text. Stop laughing, JJ. My brother has been reading my pics without punctuation for going on 6.5 months, and for that, the man deserves a boovation. Good day. You know what's funny about that? Listen, I know it probably seemed like I was like I didn't have a grasp on the English language. I missed, you know, some classes or something. I used to get pressured. I'd feel pressure with starting one because it was hard to try to do that sometime. We take all the punctuation out, try to read it. You know, it's brutal. But now it's like I'm having so much more fun with Tommy's picks, and I think I'm doing a better job. I think they're coming off better because you're hearing them the way he really wanted them to be said, not the way a guy with no punctuation is trying to say them. Anyway, I love you guys a lot. Rhett, cheese was amazing. I have two or three more different, couple of different kinds of cheeses that he sent me. You'll be seeing those soon. But keep it up, man. Stuff is amazing. We're gonna wrap it up. Have a great night. Tomorrow's gonna be a super day. Sorry we didn't do a video today. It was just a crazy busy day at work. We'll do one tomorrow. I'm not sure when we're doing the surströmming Hakkarl tofu smoothie. I think it may be Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure, but we'll get it to you soon. I love you guys a lot. You hear me talk about the bus. It is your bus. Collectively Chase the Heat is your bus. I'm just the clown behind the wheel, you know? If you want to be a part of this, and you want to own that bus because it's rightfully yours, click that when you do your part of our family. If you don't want to miss a video, I urge you not to. A couple things you can do. Number one, sorry about today, but usually 8 o'clock, noonish, and 9, we upload videos. If you don't get a notification, then come back and see me because it's there. Today was an exception. The other thing you can do is hit the bell for notifications, select all, when you hit that drop box, and YouTube will do their very best to get you the notifications. There's a lot of channels, 52 million something channels. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I love you dearly. Be good to somebody today. Tell somebody you love them. Right there, leave a fire. Right there, more videos. And I'm Johnny Scoble. This was Chase the Heat.